I'm going to go back over to my report view. I'm going to bring in another card. And in this card, I'm going to go to distinct count code, which is here. I'm going to come down to my fields pane and I'm going to drag and drop. And now you see I have 7 distinct counts. What that means is we have a total of 2,000 codes in the table. But out of the total codes, we have 7 that are actually different types of codes, distinct codes. That means if I come back over to my table view and I select my patient workday, I go to the code column and we see here that we have 7 codes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is blank. So we've got a blank code here. We're going to learn about blanks, but we actually can take this code and we can remove it and click OK. That's not what I suggest that we do. We'll learn about taking those codes out, taking out the blanks later. But the bottom line is, if we come over and we count the number of codes, we're going to get 7 codes, including the one that's not here, which is blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we got 7 code, which is blank. Several reasons why they could be blank, but we'll learn how to take blanks out in a later class, in a later lesson. But right now, I just want you to understand that now we're able to distinguish between the count and the distinct count. We are going to, since this count by code, we know that we have total 2,000 rows, which means we have 2,000 records. And if we got 2,000 records, we're going to have 2,000 total codes. So we're going to take this one out. We're not going to use this one because that's a duplication. We're going to remove it. And here we have 2,000 rows, and we did a measure for the 2,000 rows. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove this one as well because it's another duplicate. But we're going to keep our distinct count because that is something new. And what we want to do is we want to make this distinct count look like, as far as the visual is concerned, look like Monday. Look like day is Monday. So I forgot what that color was. So I'm going to come back over to Format and Properties, Effects, Background. So now I see I'm going to click on that color and I'm going to click here on my 7 card and select there. I forgot what my color was for the actual visual call out. So I'm going to go to call out value. I'm going to select that. I'm going to click on that color and then I'm going to select on my distinct count card and my call out value. I'm going to make it here. And for the sake of time, I'm not necessarily going to go into the properties value and try to find the length, the size and width right now. I'll figure that out later as I build out this visual. And actually, just real quick, I do understand that everyone is not going to be interested in Power BI, but you're out there looking for a tech solution, a tech opportunity for you to get into, the way you can make that career change, that career pivot. So for those of you guys that are out there that are into looking for that tech change, I do have a free 30-day calendar, a 30-day calendar. As you can see here, it's 30-day. Well, it's not a 30-day calendar. It's a 30-day tech transition planner. And it gives you day by day for 30 days, day 1 through day 30, to where you can you can use these steps in order to determine what tech venture you may want to get into. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. If you're interested in this free 30-day calendar that I have, just go to the link below the link below in this video, and just click the link, follow the link, and we will get you over the 30-day tech transition planner. Just wanted to take a quick break to let you know that. Now let's get back over to the webinar. Since 286 day is Saturday, it's going to be a little wider than day is Monday because of these category value, category title here. I am going to make everything the same size as that visual. And of course, I don't believe that it's going to be perfect, but we'll get pretty close. We'll make it perfect at the end as we need to. I'm going to, I think I had a 20 point round there. So I'm going to come over and I am going to go to General Effects, Visual Border. I'm going to make my visual border visible, and I'm going to give it a 20 point round. So now they all look the same. I'm going to do the same here for this total rows. We didn't give it we didn't round those corners before. And this is all personal preference. You don't have to do this. I'm just giving you some idea of what you can do inside of Power BI. Visual and visual border. I believe that was a 20 point round. So they now are all looking fairly similar. I'm going to highlight them. I'm going to select each one of them, and I'm going to go to my format pane, my format, and I am going to align them so they'll have the same spaces apart. I'm going to distribute horizontally. Now they're the same spaces apart. It gives me a little bit better visual. Now, I told you before, we are going to look at creating a stacked column chart. So I'm going to raise my line chart up just a little bit. I'm going to go over and I'm going to my visualization pane and I'm going to find stacked column. Stack column chart, select it, and what I am going to be looking for on my x-axis is I want day name. Let's try to put day name on the x-axis, and on the y-axis, which is going to show us our values. One is going to be our fee, and the other is going to be our cost of service. Is that going to be any difference? I'm not sure. But now we can see we can see that we can look at our fee and our cost of service all on the same stacked column chart.